Hi, in this video, I want to introduce you to Scratch and a project that I made in collaboration with the NEED project. At NEED, there are so many great resources available for teachers of different subjects and different grade levels. And it's very easy for us to modify those activities for different grade levels. And with this Scratch project, we can do that as well. And so I just want to introduce you to some tools for doing that. So hopefully here you can see my screen. This is a project that I made to introduce students to concepts related to sample collection for water samples and how those samples, when we're sampling for dissolved oxygen, need to be fixed before we transport them to the lab to do a titration. So to play the project, we would click on the green flag here, or we can click See Inside, and then we can click the green flag and play the project from there. Now, this, as it stands now, is suitable for perhaps a freshman physical earth science class or an environmental science class or even a chemistry class. But some instructors may find that they want to adjust the content up or down depending on the grade level you're using this with and the background that they have related to this already. So if you want to make changes to this, what you want to do is go back to the project page, and you're going to see a button. I'm the owner of this project, so you're not seeing the button right now, but you'll see a button that says Remix, and that will give you your own copy of the project. You have to have created an account for yourself in order to do that. It's free, it's easy to do, so make yourself a Scratch account and then go to this project page and click Remix. And that's going to take you inside the project. So let me just kind of land here. This is kind of the coding area for the sprite or the backdrop, whichever you have selected. So sprites are the characters or items that do stuff in the program. And in this particular project, I have a bottle sprite for the sample bottle. I have a sprite that's an image of a hand holding a squirt bottle. And then I have a sprite that's a QR code that takes you to the next portion of this activity. Then there's also the stage area, and there's different backdrops. For the sprites and the backdrops, you'll notice there are 3 tabs up here that appear. One is the code area and all of the buckets of code, as I like to think of them, and they're color-coded, which is super handy. Right now I have the stage selected, so this tab says backdrops. And if I click on that, you can see on all different backdrops that I have used in this project. And you'll see when you play the project, you'll get to see some of these different backdrops appear as the animation progresses. You can change those if you want. If I have a sprite selected instead of the backdrop selected, that center tab turns to costumes. You can see from my bottle sprite, I have only 1 costume. For the dropper, I've just got 1 costume. And I have several costumes here, and I'm kind of using the different costumes for this sprite as like a slideshow as I go through my explanations. Where I gave some background information for instructors to make some changes is here with the stage stuff. Oh, and there's also sounds, the sounds tab, which I'll get back to in a second. But if I go to the coding tab for the stage or the backdrops, I made some sticky notes for you. Some of you may want to include the Niskin bottle in this explanation, some may not. And some might want to dig deeper into that. And so I left some references here on this sticky note for you if you want to dig a little bit deeper into that. Or maybe the students will come upon that and explore that themselves. And then I wanted to tell you how to modify the audio if you want to adjust these explanations. Okay, so what does it say? Teachers want to customize the audio in this animation to give more or less information? Easy. Make yourself a Scratch account, click the Remix button, and then you see these purpley pink boxes here that say Play Sound. I can show you where I got those commands over here in the sound drawer or sound bucket, and I dragged those over. And I put those in there. So how did I get this to record my voice? Well, what you could do is, I don't want to mess with this one and mess with my animation, but I grabbed this other one from over here. And what you would do is click on the pull down and press record. And then you would press record here. You got to remember to give access to your microphone There's a button that'll pop up and ask you that, but I've already done it, so I don't have to do it again. You can record your explanation. You can trim it, modify it, redo it as many times as you like. And then when you go, you'll be able to listen to it here. And then when you go back and you want to have your block with your new explanation in one of these blocks of code wherever it fits sequentially in the explanation. But you got to remember to hear yours. Once you've recorded your new message, it's going to show up as a recording, and you can give them names that make sense rather than recording 1, 2, 3, 4, because that can get confusing quickly. But be sure to select that one in order to hear your recording. So I hope that's helpful. I am available to you if you would like some help to modify this lesson to suit your needs, because in the Need family, it's just the most amazing network of teachers across the country and across the world. And I'm happy to help you make this work for your students. And we just ask when folks remix this project and modify it to suit your needs, if you would consider sharing the link to that project in the comments on the main page. That way we can see what our other creative need teachers have done with this. I hope that's helpful. Bye.